Hey everybody, the weather's finally cleared up. It is a sunny Friday. All the rain looks like it's gone away, at least for a little bit. Out here taking the dog for a walk. Actually, I think it's more the other way around. He's taking me for a walk. But wanted to come in and give you guys a name to look for in the draft. Maybe a gem towards the end of the draft to help out the 49ers defense. You know, since Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch took over in San Francisco, they've really focused on building up from the defensive line back. That's been their structure, the way that they've built this team all along. You look at it, and right now, this offseason, look at what the moves they've made. Their one big splash signing, Javon Hargrave. Hargrave coming from the Eagles. Great defensive tackle. Should really help out that pass rush and help out that run defense. Big addition in that side for the 49ers. A guy that can play almost 70% of the snaps on a regular basis as well. So Javon Hargrave, big addition for the 49ers there. They also go out and they bring a couple of guys in who show flashes, guys that can be possible good depth pieces. We'll see how that works out. Clelin Ferrell from the Las Vegas Raiders, first and foremost, taken 4th overall in the 2019 NFL draft. And he's a guy who, you know, he never lived up to being the number 4 pick. Probably shouldn't have been the number 4 pick. Got overdrafted a little bit in Las Vegas, and that hurt the perception of him. But he's a guy who can come in, he can get after the quarterback a little bit, and even more than that, he's a really good run defender. So a really good secondary piece off the defensive end for the 49ers, who now have Nick Bosa, Clelin Ferrell, Drake Jackson and Bosa probably the starters. And then they also went out and just recently signed Austin Bryant, defensive end from the Detroit Lions. And Bryant actually played collegiately with Ferrell at Clemson. And you know, you look at his career so far, and the problem with Bryant is he just hasn't been able to stay healthy. You know, 4 seasons in the NFL, he's only played more than 10 games one time, that coming in 2021. And just so happens that one season where he played 13 games, he put up his career best numbers, 4.5 sacks and so on. And a guy that, again, has just shown flashes throughout his career. If he can stay healthy, if he can get some good work in with Chris Kocurek, he could be a nice depth piece for the 49ers this year. But like I said at the top of the show, I wanted to talk to you about it, somebody who you might be able to keep an eye on as a potential draft pick late in the draft. Like I said, maybe even undrafted free agent. And he's a local guy. San Jose State defensive end, Viliami Fehoko. 49ers were in San Jose recently for the Spartans Pro Day. Got an up-close look at him. Fehoko is a guy that's really impressive. In the last 3 seasons with San Jose State, he's racked up 22 sacks, 44 tackles for loss, and he's forced 5 fumbles. So he shows that he's a playmaker, shows that he can get things done. He's been pretty good against the run as well. And another piece about Fehoko is he has NFL bloodlines, and that's a big deal for the 49ers. You look back at some of the guys they've picked up, hey, their head coach has NFL bloodlines, Nick Bosa as well. And Fehoko just happens to be the second cousin of Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive tackle Vita Vea, another Bay Area guy who played high school at, I believe it was Milpitas for Vita Vea. So there's your name. Keep an eye out for Viliami Fehoko. He's a guy who I think the 49ers could really take a shot at late in the draft, or as an undrafted free agent, come in, help that defensive line, and be somebody that can stick around for a while. They're going to have to build up depth over the long term. They like to typically bring in a guy or two in free agency as well. But if you could have Drake Jackson, Nick Bosa, and Viliami Fehoko as your 3 guys into the future, that'd be a terrific group for the 49ers. So keep an eye out on that name, Viliami Fehoko, San Jose State in the draft, or maybe even as an undrafted free agent. There you go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor, keep it locked in here Inside the 49ers with Jack Hammer for all your breaking news, updates, and rumors around the 49ers this offseason and as we go into the season. And before you leave, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well, and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss any of the updates. Thanks a lot, everybody. Talk to you soon. Take care.